Hey, beautiful people. I'm back. Yeah. So, today, I'm gonna talk about how you zoom into things like, before judging it or before judging something or someone, how you gonna approach it first. In one word, let's just say like, judging a book by its cover is no, 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 no. Okay, so we just have like to, know things first, know someone, know something before we just judge it or judge that person, because they might be like, reason why they are the way they are, or things, you know. So let me give you a story, my own experience. So there was this time I didn't have a car actually. I wasn't driving, so I was using train or bus, the means of transport, while I was going to work and back. So this night, it was actually afternoon, and I didn't care whether I had car or not. So I got a call from work asking if I could do afternoon shift, and I know very well like I don't have a car, so so I told them, yeah, I can do it, and it was already 12 noon. So I prepared myself, I made myself ready for work, showered, dressed up. So I was just waiting for, bus time so I could just get off and go. I took a bus to the train station, and then from train station I took a train to work. And I was even worried about how I'm gonna get home since I don't have a car. And it's like one of those saying that it says that don't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow will worry about on its own. So I wasn't even worried like anything. So I was like, and I didn't even check my account. I was so weird those days. Like I could. Let me not mention it. It's terrible. It's terrible. You're gonna laugh at me. But yeah, I didn't even check my card if I had like money to book for an Uber. Going, I'm coming back home. But I was like, you know what? I'll go to work. There's no big deal. I'll find my way back home. Okay, so the shift was starting around 3 and it was ending at 10:30 p.m. And even my co-workers knew that I wasn't driving, and they were like, so Teresa, how are you gonna get home? Can we drop you to train station? So normally I walk from train station to workplace because it's only 10 to 13 minutes walk. So they were like, can you drop you to train station so you can catch a train to your home? Like, yeah, sure, that would be nice. And yeah, so yeah, 10:30, they dropped me home. I mean, at the train station, not home really, because yeah, I lived so far, like 45 minutes. With train, it was like, was it 1.5 hours, like 1 hour 30 minutes, something like that, and yeah. So they drop one of the staff member dropped me to the train station. I took a train to my place. I had like to catch, was it 2 to 3 trains? And then I was like, oh, so I'm here. At the train station next to my place. So, and I don't have like Uber or Uber money to drop me home. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna walk. Yeah, and it was what time was it again? Because the train was coming at 11, and then yeah, it was midnight. So yeah, midnight. I started walking slowly, and there were like lights everywhere. I'm in Melbourne, so there were like lights everywhere. So I wasn't even scared. I was scared a little bit, but no, when I was like walking, while there's like lights and cars are passing, so you know. And then there's this silent street. It's really dark. Like it's not that dark, but it has only like, let me say one light, and that's the only street I know, like to my way home. So passing that street, I was like, I won't walk on the footpath. I'll walk in the middle of the road, cause just in case, cause yeah, of course I was scared. Like you will be like, there's no lights, and it's kind of bushy. I mean, the footpath next to the footpath, and then there's like, not really forest, but it's just trees and it's bushy. So I was like, no, it's and then this side as well, and then it's like road. So I was like, no, I'll just walk in the middle of the road. If the if any car approaches me, I'll just give them way, or maybe they'll move to the other side and go. So there's no car. It's 12 midnight, like almost 12:30. Um, so okay, before I started walking from the train station, I had to check like Google Map how long will it take me to to my place, and it was telling me 35 minutes walk. I was like, wow. So a 5 minutes drive takes 30 minutes walk. Wow. Okay, so you know what? It's a good thing I love to walk. I love long walks, and I won't mind walking for a long distance as long as the path is it's not dark. What will stop me from walking? But yeah, so in the middle of the road, and then walking, and then I came across this certain tree. It was, I don't know how I didn't see the other trees. Like I saw them as normal trees, but when I was approaching this tree, right now I can say it's tree because I confirm it is a tree. It was a tree, and so I think so. My mind wasn't there. Like I was walking. I was walking, but my mind was not there with me. It was just far away. Like yeah, I do that a lot. Like I can travel. My mind travels a lot. It just goes anywhere it wants to go. Yeah. So I don't know where I took my mind that day, and I was looking for like, and then I saw this tree. It wasn't that huge, but it was medium size, and I was like, what is that person doing there? That's what came into my mind. Like I didn't even like imagine maybe it was a tree or something else. So I was like, what is that person doing there? Like, is he or she waiting for me so he can do something bad to me? Why would I have a negative mind? So I stepped back for like a sec. Not really a sec, like let's say a minute. Then I was like, is that a tree or is that a person? So I was trying to like give it attention so I can see what it would do, but it was just standing there, not moving, not shaking. Something was telling me it's just my own, like what I used to do in the past. Like I could approach something when it's nighttime, and then I could see it as something different, and then until like I get a real clear image of it, like have to stare at it, look at it for a long time, for me to come into my my senses. Like that's not something that I thought it was. It's a tree, or it's just a chair standing there, or it's just a wood, you know. So I was like, okay, so what I'll do is either I call my aunt or my uncle or anyone to come and pick me up, but it's really who wants to wake up in the middle of the night to come and pick someone up from, wherever you are to home. It's like, they're sleeping, and I'm really, really scared. And I was shaking at the same time. But something kept on telling me that no, Truza, don't be scared. That's not a tree. I mean, that's not a human being. It's just a tree planted there for like years that you've never seen it, maybe, or you just never. I don't know. So okay, so this is what I did. After sitting there, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go, but I'll I walk on the other side, like far end. Yeah, so that's the road and that's the tree, and then I had like to move on that side. So I was walking, and then I didn't want my eyes to, get away from that thing or that person. Whatever my eyes were seeing, it just, yeah, I kept on walking and looking at it at the same time. So at least even if makes a move, I'll also be ready. And then I was like, no, why will I even, run away from it? Why will I walk fast past it if I don't know what that is? But then at the same time, I had like to be careful. So I was on that side. That's a tree. So we were like close to each other because I was far away behind. So I had to like, move closer. And then I had to look at it. I had to wake up my mind like, please, Teresa, come back to, to your senses, because this is not actual person. This is a tree. That's that's actually something I love about me. Like I just don't. Okay, I will jump into my conclusions when it comes to images, but then um, I will have like to, I call it zooming in, like to see what that thing is, to really have a real picture of it, real image of it, before just, jumping to the next page. Because if I leave it there, I don't know what it is, and then maybe I'll tell the next person or someone else like, oh, don't cross that street. It's really dangerous. There's this person who stands there like every night, and I don't know what is or her intentions are. Like, do you even know what you're talking about? Like, have you even, you know, approached this person? Do you even know if it's man or it's just, kind of like your own imagination? So I, I approached it, and then I didn't even get close to it. And then I started getting that clear picture of it. So, things came into the real senses, and I was like, oh, wow. So it's actually a tree. So it wasn't a person like I could have been home like, minutes ago. I was just standing here doing nothing. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, I reached home safely, and yeah, I was home. I showered, and my whole mind was like, that thing. I had to go back tomorrow to see if I still see the same thing I saw today. So what I did, because I wasn't like free in the morning, I was so busy, and then I was like, oh God, I don't even have time to go there. Can I just run and go and check if, I do that a lot. Like, I just do it. If I'm free, I'll just, do whatever my parents want me to do. So yeah, I ran to that place, that street, and then yeah, cause I remember clearly how I got there. So I was like, oh, let me go back and see if I will see the same thing again. And yeah, so my mind was now free because I thought it was a tree, but then I thought it was a person, but then it wasn't a person. But something kept on telling me that's not a person, that's a tree. But then I didn't want to listen to it. So yeah, but I went back, and then I got a clear image. So what I'm trying to say is that you can't just see someone passing and then just jump into your conclusion like, you know what? Actually, Atieno told us that she's so terrible. Like, have you even approached that person? Do you even know her or him, or are you just jumping into your conclusions like, boom, she's this, she's that, he's this, he's a prostitute, he's that, he's that, and this and that. You haven't even seen that. You've seen him, but you haven't even like be friends. Not like you have to be friends with that person, but if you don't know that person, then just keep quiet. You don't need to talk, because whether you're wrong or right, but still you just can't judge someone by his or her looks. You can just, because I might be having a cup right now, in front of me. And then let's say that cup I've been drinking like tea every day. But then someone comes in and tells me like, oh my God, have you realized it is like, kind of like a bad shape at the handle? And then I'm like, oh, so they've been a bad shape in that handle for like a long, long time. But I've been using it, I've never. You need to get a clear image of something or someone before just, you know, jumping into your own conclusions. Because, okay, even the other day, like it was just recently, let me say last week, I was driving. Yeah, I got my car like last year. Yeah, I think so. Congratulations to me. It's a red car. So I was driving, I was heading to work, and then I saw an aeroplane flying. And then what I saw first was a car flying over the air, and then I was like, oh, okay. That's not an airplane. From my past experience with the trail, I was like, no, that's not a car. I mean, that's not a car, that's an aeroplane. And then I just got a clear picture after focusing. I had to stop on the road. Like there was no one behind me and I wasn't even late. I was, like a little bit early. I was like, okay, that's not a car, because a car can't fly. I mean, of course, they maybe those cars. I've seen them in the movies. I've never seen them in real life where they can fly. But I was like, okay. I went to take a picture, but then I'll be, like, I don't know. So yeah, and then I kept on telling myself that's not a car, that's an aeroplane. Even though my mind didn't come, no, came clearly like to the real picture, but still I kept on telling myself that's not a car, that's an aeroplane, that's not a car, that's an aeroplane. But then yeah, it was an aeroplane. But yeah, I was like, oh, thank God, at least nowadays I'm getting better into like images and pictures. But yeah, so that's what I learned, like, before just saying something and then be like, you know what, she's so good, or maybe she's just the worst creature ever seen in this world. That's up to you. Okay, we all have our own opinions on things and people, and if someone tells you like, oh, she's this or he's this and that, you know don't disagree to it, because yeah, she's your friend or he's your friend. Yeah, that's the reason why, like, I don't have, like, many friends, because I'm a kind of different creature. I'm a different person, like, and it's not like I won't agree to them, but I will agree to them after I've, like, encountered that person or that thing. If I won't encounter it at all, I won't say anything. I won't do anything. I won't judge it. Because that's the way it is. Why would I do that? Yeah, I won't love it if person just, accuse me of something that, they've just heard it from someone else. So, anyway, that's all I got to say today. But, yeah, and I had great today. See you guys next time. Please like, or comment, say something, um yeah, and subscribe to my channel.